real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there that guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Chicago! They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On second down, Hobbs. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Back to throw. Fields. He's got Fuller. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
He's going to let this one go deep. He's got him in, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them.
Touchdown! A.J. Brown from 8 yards out, and the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. after the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Up the middle they go. Hobbs. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage and moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
They snap it to Fields.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he is going to have the Bears first down on a well-designed play there. That gets them 16 to move the chains.
And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those fourth down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 9.
Fields going to keep it once more.
And he stopped immediately there. Now play number 7 of this drive, and it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Now it's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Bears! An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 42 yards on the ground for him so far. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Hands it off out of the gun. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
70 Ranger. Trap 50, trap 50.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
That's a big force of completion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs. But when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Play action. It's Fields. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago. Now a handoff up the middle. Hobbs.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 131 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper and it's 2nd and 1.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
On 2nd down now, Hobbs. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Hobbs. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll pitch it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. Hobbs. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 2nd down, Hobbs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
To throw is Fields.
And it's caught. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again. And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Ready? 18, Pioneer!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
I agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Pirates! 19
2nd and 13. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. There he goes right side. The 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Back to throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
The tackle made by DJ Hill. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. I got to tell you, I'm shocked. When I realized they were running the football at 4th and that distance, I thought that was a surefire throw.
I can hear it in your voice, because I'm the exact same way. No one runs the football in this situation, right? You've got to throw it to have a chance. Unless you're them. Talk about supreme confidence bordering on arrogance, and they got it done, keeping the ball on the ground to pick up the first down.
Touchdown, Eagles!
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. They'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. 171 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Hobbs. Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're going to get this up to midfield. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll run on 1st down. Hobbs down to about the 45. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Fields. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. On first down, Hobbs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get it behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against the defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. He gets 12 on the keeper there, but now it's third down.
Talk about controlling the football and controlling the drive. And with runs like that, they'll continue to do exactly that.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now a handoff up the middle. Hobbs, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
2 things to watch. First, his strength in being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Load the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
19 take. 79 Broncos. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Back to throw. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Warriors 70. 18 Rebels. 18 Rebels.
He'll look to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Bears will fight on another week as we say so long, everybody.